Hello, welcome to the Tea Party Hardy channel, where we're going to make this video all over again, because we just did it and the sound crashed, so hopefully that won't happen again. All of you creators out there, you know what I'm talking about. You spend all this time working on a video and then it goes kapooey and you're like, oh really? Dang. And for those of us who do it impromptu, yeah, you can't get the same thing twice, because that's not how impromptu works. But anyways, I'll try and make it just as good, if not better, than the last time. And it goes like this. There are two different worlds out there, it turns out. There's the normie world and the YouTube world. And I want to follow suit after Felix Rex, Black Pigeon Speaks, same guy, and A Cod Daily, and videos of that nature where you look at culture and you just kind of compare how they work. So that's my inspiration for this one. So let's do it. All right. So you've got Miss Leslye Headland, and she is, for normies, you go to news, you go to the past week, and you see one day ago there was a story about her for Star Wars. Next series should take us into the unknown future. And then you look down 6 days ago from IndieWire, 6 days ago from Deadline. It's one of my favorite websites for up-to-date news for the entertainment world. Live action Star Wars 6 days ago. Variety 6 days ago. You get the idea. 6 days ago, 4 days ago. So a week ago, this lady was all that in a bag of chips to normies. But what happens if you switch from news in the past week to videos in the past week? And you say, hey, anytime, no, only the past week. And let's see what happens. Then you see the YouTubers, my people, your people, us people, we people. And you'll notice April 27th, April 28th, April 28th, April 23rd, April 22nd. Oh, because this one's legit. This isn't a YouTuber. And then you've got, let's see, April 26th. So you can see, look at that, April 28th. Again, these are all the same story, so kind of ignore them, except for one. And you will see that the YouTuber world has really, really taken her to task far more than the normies ever seen. So in the YouTube world, this lady's a superstar. Probably not for reasons she'd want to be a superstar. For those of you that are in the Fandom Menace or fans of the Fandom Menace, then you will know she's being excoriated for some of her choices and actions, including being hired, who she's worked for. What's his name? My favorite YouTuber? No, I have lots of favorites, but one of my favorites, the Critical Drinker, just whoa, and doing a Kathleen Kennedy expose just tore this poor lady to shreds along with Kathleen Kennedy. But Kathleen Kennedy had it coming. So anyways, there you go. So if you are a fan of Disney and you went to Disneyland and you ever got to see the ride, the Country Bear Jamboree, there was one of the segments with a big bear, because of course there's a bear, it's Country Bear Jamboree, and the bear has an octopus with him, which is a little bit more surprising in a bear jamboree to have an octopus. And this bear had a guitar with only one string that was very down-tuned, and he would sing, "Two different worlds, we're from two different worlds," because of this relationship he was having with the octopus. And then at the end he would go, "Baby, I just don't think this is going to work out." And it turns out that, I bet you can hear that, huh? Yeah, and the little motor goes, Sorry guys, it's really hot. I can't make the sound go away and stay cool. Alright, because yeah, this channel needs to stay cool. We move on. So anyways, the two different worlds. And you see it here with the normies. The normies they're done with her a week ago. They've moved on. They said she's working on Star Wars and that's it. But no, the YouTuber's like, we must take a bite out of your backside. We must take several bites. Yes, this is her. This is her. I feel weird using that pronoun. And yeah, anyways, whatever. So normie versus that. Now where else do we see that play out? I got into a nasty old fight with a bunch of people on YouTube not long ago over this ridiculous thing about Trump saying, no, let me rephrase that, about Trump being said to have said to inject bleach or Lysol. And what Lysol did was completely shameful of saying, we don't want anybody injecting or consuming our product like the president said. Dude, he didn't ever say that. And fortunately, this article actually has the transcript. So let's take a quick look at that for our two different worlds. We live in Trump said Friday that he was being sarcastic when he made the statement during Thursday's White House Cootie virus task force briefing. That he was being sarcastic, not so much. Now, I wanted to make a video about this on the day it happened, but what happened was Tim Pool did it, and Tim Pool, he does a very, very thorough job, and I'm like, man, I got nothing to add to that because he did such a good job. But now I do, because now I want to show you how this plays out in the world of two different worlds. So, following a presentation by an expert in the field, thank you very much, on the effects of sunlight, heat, and humidity, as well as surface disinfectants on the cootie, the president asked, he didn't say, he asked. See, look, is there a way? That's not said, that's asked. Does no one go to grammar school anymore and learn how to do grammar? Oh, poor Grandpa, he must be so sad, no more grammar. The president asked, we'll make the correction, is there a way we can do something like that by injection inside or almost a cleaning? See, look, question mark. Ugh. Because you see, it gets on the lungs and it does a tremendous number. So it will be interesting to check that. Question and question. That's a more definitive one, so you don't get the question mark there. So for that, you're going to use medical doctor, Trump added. But it sounds interesting to me, so we'll see. So here he was, he's having this briefing, and he turns to the expert who just did the presentation and does a little Q&A with him. Now, whether or not you think that's a good idea or not, that's a valid discussion. But saying that he said to drink or inject bleach when he didn't, there's the script, and that he said to inject or drink Lysol, and he didn't, because there's the transcript right there. No, he didn't. And that's the problem. For the normies, that the normies over here, where'd we go? Let's see if I can find her. These normies, not these ain't normies, man. These are the YouTube people. The normies that live in the world of news from the past 6 days, there's like 7 stories on her, and that's all they know, and that's all they care about, if they even care about that. But you go to the YouTube people, it's like, oh no, we can tell you what color socks she wears, and the list goes on with just ridiculousness. And it's the same thing here. If you are in the world of the normies, and you're only hearing the mainstream media and the Sunday shows, all but ABC, absolutely attributed Trump with saying that he directed people to do these injection of and they added the word household disinfectant, they added the word bleach, they added the word Lysol, they added everything that wasn't there. That's not journalism, people. That's authorship, as in you created it, you manufactured it, you're not telling what happened. Then you come over here and you see disinfecting the left-wing media. And this fellow acted like Tim Pool, and he just took each one of the examples, tore them to shreds scientifically, as well as how they interjected false words into poor Mr. Trump's mouth. And it's an example of two different worlds. You have the world of mainstream media and the consumers of it that are just being lied to left and right, being told that he said to drink bleach, inject, all these things. No, he never did. He didn't even come close. And that's pretty much a common thing with Trump, that the press will put words in his mouth that he didn't do. And then you will also have them take examples and say, oh, and he said that they should. No, he asked a question, and they forget all that. Whereas with Obama, they never, ever had any problem with him. And remember those press conferences? Oh, Mr. President Obama, how are your children doing? How are you doing? How do you feel? Where Trump's like, are your children still alive? Haven't they got the cootie yet? Why aren't they dead? It's just despicable. So I'm not going into the same detail I did on the original. Darn it, and I feel bad about that. But hopefully you got the main ideas that I wanted, and they will help you to understand that the normies versus the YouTubers, and the normies versus the right-wingers, normies just don't... What did Rush Limbaugh call them? The low-information voters. It's not a bad thing if you've got other things going on, but when you have the low information and you speak about it and you put your foot in your mouth, it's just embarrassing, and it's just so tiring for those people that are in the fandom, and it's to know, yeah, but what about the what abouts? And for the conservatives to go, yeah, what about? And then the lefties go, oh no, we don't do what abouts unless it's your side, because there you are saying, yeah, but what about Kavanaugh? No, that's in the past. We don't care. No, it was 30 years in the past, and you really cared about the accusation and the fact that absolutely no one backed up Miss Ballsy Ford. No one backed her up. And here's this Tara Reid with Joe Biden, wherever she's got a whole lot of backups, and you don't care. No, because you see, D stands for does not apply to us, not Democrat. Those rules don't apply to us, so just move along. Come on, you're bothering us. And R stands for responsible for everything, not Republican. And yes, Kavanaugh's responsible for everything that's ever happened wrong to him, and so of course we wanted to persecute him and make sure he never goes on the Supreme Court. And of course Joe Biden, the rules don't apply to him. He can do whatever he wants, okay? Yes, there's a million videos of him sniffing people's hair, including little children's, and him bragging about the hairs on his legs standing up when young black kids would touch him in the pool. You can look these videos up. But no, he's a totally fine person. He's going to make a great president. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the future.